Thank you, Matthew Chesterton. I appreciate it. In your opinion, who could fill the shoes of M&ms? You might have seen it this past week at Phoenix. I think Stanley Tools, Stanley DeWalt, they own the Stanley, DeWalt, and I think they even own the Craftsman, and yeah, they own all those brands. They seem to be heavily involved, like very committed to NASCAR, and especially to Joe Gibbs Racing right now. Give Matt Kenseth some credit. He brought them to Joe Gibbs Racing, as far as I remember. He brought them there in 2015, 2016, but they've stuck around since then. And we've seen Stanley Tools on Kyle Busch's car. We've now seen DeWalt on Kyle Busch's car. We've seen DeWalt on Martin Truex Jr.'s car last year for a race. Maybe Stanley Tools steps up a little bit. I think Interstate Batteries will still be there. They're still going to need probably another pretty major brand to fill at least a third or so, at least a good portion of the schedule. Still, they're going to need another big company, but I feel like Stanley Tools is going to continue to step up a little bit, which is cool. I love to see it. I've talked about this on streams before, but I have an old race program from the first race I went to in 2005, and it had all 10 of the Chase drivers on the cover. And you look at all the sponsors on those hoods. You saw the Miller Lite car with Rusty Walsh, the Lowe's car, the Home Depot car, DuPont. I guess DuPont is still technically in the sport with Axalta, but like aside from, 2005, I don't remember if DuPont was. Anyway, Home Depot, all those other sponsors out of the sport. Largely, if not entirely. But DeWalt, Matt Kenseth's DeWalt car there, still in the sport. And still in a big way. I think that's pretty cool that DeWalt Power Tools and Stanley, that whole brand, they've stuck around. Even though they've bounced between a few drivers now, I think it's cool that they've stuck around as long as they have. Monster Energy could step up for Kyle Busch. I feel like there's maybe a conflict of interest there with Rowdy Energy now, especially. But Kyle Busch he's been all over the place. Didn't he had a NOS deal at one point? He's had Monster Energy at another point. I don't know if are they like owned by the same company? I have no idea. Anyway, he's had NOS, he's had Monster Energy. Now he's got his own Rowdy. And if I remember him talking about Rowdy, I don't think it's associated with Monster Energy, but I think if I remember, he said he hired the guy who used to be like one of the head developer kind of guys at Monster Energy to help him run Rowdy. I don't know if that means it's affiliated with Monster, if this is a completely separate thing, he brought some of those people over. I don't know, but I don't think we'll see another energy drink on Kyle Busch's car. How's it going, Lada Dev? Hope I'm saying that right. Do you have a favorite F1 team? I don't, not at this point. Monster Bull. Oh, yeah, I guess Monster is owned by Coke. I should have known that. Yeah, Monster is owned by Coke. I don't think they own NOS. Is NOS owned by somebody else? Who owns NOS? Somebody Google this for me. Kyle Busch has driven a Sport Clips car before. Yeah, Sport Clips. They've also been around Joe Gibbs Racing for a while. We've been on Ty Gibbs' car this past week.